I'm Wimsaur of Wimsaur.com, coming to you to tell you your tarot reading of the week of Sunday, June 29th through July 6th, Saturday. Firstly, I will not be doing any more tarot card readings of the day for some time, just because my work will constrain me from that. Getting to today's tarot reading of the week. The whole spirit of the week is going to be the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords represents interference. First off, we have to examine this. 8 has to do with your intellect. Swords has to do with your intellect. We never want our intellect to govern everything in our lives. If our intellect governs everything in our lives, we might as well be machines. We have to remember to invite in our emotions as well. And that's going to be a theme this week. Because if you're not careful, some things are going to pop up this week that may make your mind run wild. We don't want that. How do we deal with this? Going into the point of fire, which represents your will. Also, possibly causal issues here. We come across the Queen of Cups. And I realize it's a little bit too bright, so I'll post a picture with all of these. The Queen of Cups is a very mysterious figure because her face is veiled. You can't see her. She represents your emotions, or kind of on the subconscious level. And the reason they're veiled is because when it's in our subconscious, that means we're not necessarily conscious of it. But our subconscious minds are a big part of our minds. Because this showed up in the realm of fire, will, it means that there may be things from your past starting to come up in your life. And by things in your past, I mean the emotional elements may start to take root. Not to take root, but start to manifest. That could be possibly what you might be overthinking this week. So just be aware of that. In the point of water, we have the art card. Again, kind of bright. I have a window right in front of me, so that's a natural light at least. The realm of water, where the art card is, deals with your emotions and also with creativity. The art card is all about balancing. In this case, balancing your intellect with your emotions. If you're overthinking anything, first step, how are you feeling when these thoughts come up? Okay? Because if you run, your mind can do a lot of running around, and that can actually cause yourself to either be happy or to be sad, or to be a lot of other things in between. The point is, don't let your mind bring you to negative places. This is where the balancing act comes in. Once you start feeling these things, or even if you don't, try to feel something, you're going to need to get an outlet for the emotions that your mind is going to produce. Artists, you know what to do. Draw, sing, write, play an instrument, do martial arts, do anything. Anything you can think of. And yes, you do have something to do as a creative outlet. Each and every one of you. There is none of you who does not find the creative outlet that works for you. And as these thoughts come up, draw it, write it, sing it. I don't care. Whatever works for you. And I'm not telling you to do this in front of other people. This is for you. So you can actually bring these things into light, especially over this next week. Which brings us to the point of air, which we get a card called the Death card. And of all the cards so far that I've shown you, that seems to be the one that the light is picking up just enough so you can see. Yes, there's a lot of people that may be watching this, so chances are there's at least one of you that actually has an actual death in their lives. But that's not what this card usually means, especially in the realm of air, which is thought, intellect, communication. But let's go just to thinking, because the idea of death is change. Maybe you're changing right now. This is not necessarily a bad thing. Let yourself be reborn this week. Recreate yourself. It's okay to do that. You are allowed. You have my permission. Recreate yourself in light of the changes in your life. Find something positive and just be as positive as you can with that change. Finally, the last point, the earth point. The 6 of discs. And I kind of like how this one is too bright on the camera. It's showing us that there is a bright side to all of this. Physically, you should be fine. Financially, you should be fine. Providing you actually try to balance yourself out, balancing these thoughts out with your with your emotions. This is the way to balance yourself. Don't live in your intellect all the time. Don't overanalyze things all the time. When you go on vacation, who cares what maybe something is made out of? Maybe you may get some fun out of that, but don't forget to actually experience things. Have fun with your life. If you can't have fun, know why you're not having fun. Know why something makes you feel bad. Because of the thoughts that come up this week, for a lot of you, will have to be kind of like an inner crisis from a long time ago. If you guys need any additional readings, come on over to Wimsaur.com and schedule an appointment. The prices are right there. Also, like me on Facebook. Thank you, folks, and have a good week.